Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to Kiki and Kibitz. It's Mary, and I am here today with a recap. A couple of days late, but you know what they say better late than never. The Other Way, Season 6, Episode 7, A Risky Business. And yeah, some of these couples are partaking in very risky business. As I kick off my shoes and get comfortable, let's get right into it. So, first of all, I'm starting off with James and Tata. Good old James is learning to make banana chips with his in laws, even though his big fat hands, his wife's words, not mine, don't fit into the rubber gloves. He's learning to make banana chips, okay, even though he smothered them in cheese. We don't use that much cheese because cheese is very expensive, James. So you sprinkle the cheese on the banana chip, not like grated in huge strips all over the banana chips. But, he tried. He lost a packing contest with Mama. Okay, they were packing the banana chips into the bags that they sell them in, and Mama beat his ass. Okay, but he tried. So then later on at dinner, and this is why I'm doing these guys first. I want to get them out of the way because not only are they annoying AF, but Tata is way too dramatic for me. Okay? And you know me, I like me some drama, but she's starting to remind me of a previous cast member on The Other Way who shares a name with me. Okay? So, but I'll get into that in a second. So we have James sitting with his in laws. Okay, he made some great banana chips. If you keep making banana chips like that, you'll be able, to earn a living. And James starts breaking it down to his in-laws that they owe $700 on the car. Okay, uh, they don't have any money. They're broke AF. And Tata has to serve as the translator. Okay. Now, we saw this happen in the first or the second episode between the two of them. Okay. When they start arguing, Tata suddenly, her brain can't multitask and she can't think, talk, and translate all at the same time. So James is telling her to participate in this conversation that she wanted to have. Okay, she was really pushing for this conversation, if you remember, not James. James, was wanted to wait a little bit, but Tata wanted to have this conversation. So James is pushing her like, honey, can you help me out here? Can you talk to your parents and explain to them what's going on? And Tata has a meltdown. Okay. She starts sobbing hysterically. First, she's like, I'm trying, but I can't think and translate and think what you want to think and think what I want to think and then translate all that. And then she breaks down into a fucking hysterical, sobbing tears. Then, before you know it, she's kissing her mother's feet and thanking and apologizing. When she broke the news to her parents that they were moving to Indonesia and that they had a bill in the United States, okay, and that they didn't have any money, her parents didn't take the news like, oh my goodness, you're a disgrace. We're going to shun you from the family. Basically, her father said, let me see if I can figure out a way to help you. But if I do help you, because they owe 15 grand on the car, if I do help you, don't get into another debt with a bank. And James is like, usually I would say yes, but sometimes it's necessary to get into debt with a bank. And her father says, When you do that, the bank has control over you. But I didn't see any extreme reaction from her parents that warranted this kind of dramatics. I mean, she was on her hands and knees sobbing, literally kissing her mother's feet. And James is like, this has quickly spiraled out of control. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. And I'm just standing here with my hands that are way too big to make banana chips. I don't know. I feel all alone. So we shall see what happens next week. Hopefully, Tata gets up off the floor. So now we have a new couple. Yeah, it's episode 7. And we have a new couple. Okay. Sean from Ireland, who says every man has their kinks, which, yeah, I agree with. Well, Sean's kink happens to be big, busty, um, Italian American MILFs. And this is where we welcome Joanne. Okay. Joanne is a medium psychic. And that's how her and Sean met. Sean, he said he felt this energy all over the place. So he decided to hit her up for a reading. And she couldn't lock into his energy for shit. Okay. And she was like, when that happens, that's usually, the guides telling you that there's more there. Then they had a 6.5 hour conversation. 3 weeks later, she's like, that's it. This dude is it. I'm in love. 9 months later was her first trip to Ireland. Now she's going to move to Ireland. But did I mention that she has 2 boys, okay, that haven't met him yet? So she's taking them on this trip to Ireland to meet him. And she shares joint custody with her ex. So technically, she's leaving her boys behind in the U.S. to go live with Sean for the majority of the year and come back for, I think she said 3 weeks to see her kids. I don't know. But the thing that really blew my mind about this couple, besides the fact that she's going to leave her kids to move to Ireland, is that her and Sean have been married for 2 years and no one knows. No one. Not her kids, not her mother, not her bestie. No one knows. 2 years is a really long time to be married secretively. Just my opinion, okay? So this Italian American MILF from Staten Island is going to tell her mom that she's been married for 2 years secretively and that no one knows, not even her sons. I foresee this not going well at all. Just saying, okay? So she's moving to Ireland. She's going to tell everybody she's married, and let's see what happens. So now moving on to Corona and Inky Winky. Apparently, it's some national holiday in Iceland. Okay, um, it's in the lead up to Easter time, and it's called Bun Bun Day, where apparently you take a stick with a paper plate and some streamers on it, and go and spank your significant other or your parents. Okay, and depending on how many spanks you give them and how many spanks you receive is the amount of the number of buns that you get. And I co-signed this idea because look at these fucking buns. Don't they look really fucking good? And Inky Winky, your choices were fantastic. Okay. So if I have to hear her, sorry guys, if I have to hear her say soft partnering one more time, I'm seriously going to take my eye out with a rusty fork. Like, okay, so she tries the bun and she's like, oh my goodness, this is so delicious. Then they start talking about the nursing test that she took, okay, and that if she failed the test, that this would be like a catastrophe. And yeah, I admit, Inky wasn't grasping it, okay. Then she checks for the results. Yay, she passed. Okay, so then she starts telling Inky about looking for a job in Iceland, and that he's never seen her in work mode, that she's been in vacay mode, okay? And then she brings up the soft partnering. She says, listen, Inky, I consider myself soft partnering you, okay? Because I know this is your first relationship and I didn't want to freak you out. So I have been a soft version of myself. But there has been many times that I wanted to pop the fuck off, snap your fucking head off, eat your head, praying mantis type shit. But I don't do it because I'm soft partnering you. Inky is sitting there, his eyebrows are like starting to like connect. He does not look amused, okay? And he's like, okay, so if you start to pop off, then my response would be to try to make you laugh. And she's like, that's the worst possible fucking thing you can do. And he's like, okay. So his eyebrows are getting closer and closer together. So she's like, I'm warning you. I just wanted to let you know that you've basically received the sugar coated version of me until now. And yeah, I've been soft partnering you, Inky, so watch out. Inky, I don't blame him. He's fucking concerned. In his little confessional thing, he's like, hold up, okay? If she's been soft partnering me this whole time, why can't she just be honest and straight up and not soft partner maybe? And what else has she been hiding from me? Like, what the hell? He was not happy about the whole soft partnering thing. And honestly, I don't fucking blame him. Okay? So now we're going to close out with Dempsey and Statler. It's van life. And I get it. Statler is overwhelmed. Okay? She is fucking overwhelmed. And her brain is going like 1,000 miles an hour. I get it. Okay? So last week we seen Dempsey pick her up at the airport, and Statler could not crack a smile if her life depended on it. But she could have. I'm going to stick with my belief, my opinion, that she could have cracked a smile and mustered up just a little tiny bit of excitement. Okay, because the way she walked off that plane and Dempsey saw her, and Dempsey was like, "What the fuck? This is the first day of the rest of our lives together, and she's gonna look and act like this." So, but I see both sides. Okay, Statler fell asleep in a cab for an hour, wakes up all disoriented, like, where are we? So they get out of the cab, okay? They had to take a 2 hour ride from the airport in two cabs to get to the spot where then they were going to get into the van. So I understand Statler's like, I just want to take a shower, eat something. I'm tired, I'm cranky, I've been traveling 12 hours. But you could crack a smile. Just a little one. Just a little one. Okay. So then the van pulls up. And Statler's like, whoa. How does those little wheels hold up that big thing? Dempsey's like, whoa, it's big. Dempsey's so excited. She's like, yay. It's van life. Yay. Okay. So the van, personally, I couldn't live in it full time. Couple of days tops, but it's nice. It has a living room. It has a kitchen, with burners to cook on. It has an indoor bathroom with a shower and a toilet, which is more than what Rob had in his apartment in fucking LA, okay? So Statler doesn't have to take a dump in the woods, okay? She could go on the toilet like a normal person. So they're like walking around the thing and Statler's like, I think I can do this. I mean, look, there's even a nice plant in their living room area, okay? So she's like, maybe I can do this. Dempsey's like, picture this. Us sitting here watching a movie from the projector screen that we're going to install to drop down, or just enjoying the scenery of a mountain or an ocean or a lake. I mean, picture it. In nature is our scenery. And Statler's like, you know something? I think I can live here. I think I can live here. And then guess what, guys? She cracked a smile. A pretty big one, too. And that was just my whole point, okay? That's all Dempsey wanted was a smile. And look, she was capable of it. Even though she's fucking exhausted and all she wants to do is shower and eat. But now they got to stick their shit in the van, which they do. And off we go. Van life. But my whole point, I knew you can do it, Statler. I knew you can crack a smile. A pretty big one at that. Thank you so much, guys, for watching me. Please subscribe if you don't already. Hit that like button. Share my video with a friend or 10. And please consider joining my membership. See you next week. Bye, everyone.